Hey guys, and I'm going to show you how to wash a mountain bike. So let's do this thing. Hey guys, to wash the bike, I'm going to use these three brushes. This thin brush here, and then these two brushes here, both from muc-off, a very soft brush for the frame and that, and another brush as well, which is a little bit harder. I then use this device here called a chain pig, which actually has little brushes on the inside, and you put the chain through there and it helps to clean the chain, which I'll show you in a few minutes how that works. Okay, now the most important thing to wash on a mountain bike, don't worry about the frame or anything like that. It's actually the drive chain that you need to clean. So if you're in a rush one day and you've only got time to clean something, you have to clean the drive chain. This is the thing that wears the most. If there's any dirt stuck on the chain or anything, it basically grinds away and wears away your cassette very quickly. So the best way to do that is just to use this chain pig over here I've got here. You can put some sort of degreaser in. I just put my normal washing stuff in here. Fill it up to the line or a little bit further. Clamp it together over the chain and then just turn the chain like this, and as the chain turns you can see that the soap or the brushes inside are actually cleaning the chain as you go. So you just vigorously turn that quite a few times, I say up to about 60 times, but you can actually see yourself when the chain gets clean. And once you've done that a few times, you just clean that out. I then put water in here and do that about 3 or 4 times until the soap is completely gone from the chain. Now, against popular belief, a power washer is not the thing to wash a bicycle with. And the reason for that is you're going to push water at high pressure into the bearings and destroy the bearings by forcing water in a certain direction. So just a normal hose sprayer like this is perfect to wash the bike. So once you've actually cleaned the chain, you can just spray the bike down to get rid of any surface dirt that's on the bike and on the tires and stuff like that. I don't know if I mentioned I'm using a bike stand here. It's not necessary to use the bike stand. It obviously just makes life a lot easier. Once you've done that, I've got a little pressure bottle here with some soap in it, which also makes life a little bit easier. And just spray the bike down with your favorite washing liquid. Another important place to make sure is clean are the actual shocks themselves. Make sure there's no dirt there. Yep. Once you've done that, you take your soft cloth or your brush, just wet it a little bit, put some additional soap on there, and then just clean the frame and the shocks. And it doesn't matter if it's fiber or aluminium or steel, the frame, same process applies. Okay, once you've used the soft brush on the frame, you can just rinse all the soap off. The thing with the GX and the NX cassettes, they are pinned cassettes, and the problem with a pinned cassette is dirt gets underneath the pins. So I use this piece of wire then just to make sure that there's no dirt under the pins, because what happens, especially if you're using a wax type grease, is it builds up and then the chain doesn't seat properly into the actual cassette, and that causes premature wear. So any wax or old dirt that's stuck in here, you can just push out, that sits in between the actual pins themselves. And if you don't do this, as I say, it causes a problem. It's just the surface cleaning isn't enough with these pin type cassettes. Once you've done that, you take your hard brush and you just go over the cassette to make sure that there's no dirt or anything sitting in the cassette itself. You do the same with the jockey wheels. And then on the front chain ring, I do the same with this brush. Make sure there's no dirt or excess wax sticking onto the chainring teeth. Just put the brush at the back here to clean it. I then use that small little brush to get in between the crank and the chainring there, just to clean that off once more. And the last thing I do, which is not actually necessary but I prefer to do, is just go over the tires with the hard brush itself, just to make sure there's no dirt actually sticking in the tires. Because sometimes when you're riding at a place called the cow house, dirt or that thing you think is mud is not actually mud. So I'll just go over it with this brush quickly, both front and back. So once that is done, just wash the bike off again quickly, or rinse the bike off again. Make sure that none of that mysterious mud is still on the bike. The last step is I use a microfiber cloth just to dry the bike off quickly. And once that is done, the bike is basically washed and ready to go for next time. So in the next video I'll show you how to actually lube the chain and the two different types of chain lube you get, both wet and dry, and what they're used for. So guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.